What would it take to drop everything and follow a new vision for your life? Think about that for a second. What would you do if the opportunity was right? Or would fear just hold you back? I'm Chris Moore, and this is Leading 10. Today, we're going to do a little bit something different than what we've done in the past. We are starting a new series on leading like Jesus. We'll look at some stories, some applications, and some ways that Jesus led. How did he mentor the disciples? How did he lead? How did he share a vision? Picture this. Peter, Andrew, James, and John are out fishing. It's a typical day. They're not looking for a life change. They're just trying to catch some fish. Then Jesus shows up and says, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Imagine if you're in their shoes. Nets are in hand. They're calloused hands from days of work. And then this rabbi shows up. He doesn't promise riches. He doesn't promise comfort. He promises a new identity. Fishers of men. They could have said, "No thanks. Hey, we're good." But they didn't. They dropped their nets, left their boats, and followed him. They exchanged what was familiar for what was unknown, the predictable for the possibility of purpose. Matthew chapter 4, verse 19 says, "And he saith unto them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Jesus didn't just tell them what to do. He painted a picture of what they could become, fishers of men. That's vision casting. It's more than just giving orders. It's about showing people a bigger picture, a purpose beyond just a paycheck, a reason to get up every single day. Think about your team. Are you just telling them what to do, or are you showing them what they could become, what your business could become? Vision casting is not about manipulation. It's about inspiration. And Jesus, he didn't coerce people. He invited them. And that's the model we should follow. Let's bring this to a present day example. Imagine a company who's struggling with morale, and there are many that are. The team is just going through the motions. They're checking boxes, collecting paychecks. I'm sure you have been in a business just like that. Now imagine a leader stepping into this and saying, what if we weren't just building houses? What if we were creating spaces where families, they make memories, where kids are growing up, where very lives are shaped? That's vision casting. It's taking the mundane and showing people the deeper impact of their work. Instead of just laying bricks, they're building homes. Instead of just closing sales, they're helping people create a safe haven for their family. That shift in perspective can reignite purpose and passion in your team. Let's dive a little deeper. Think about the risk that were involved for the disciples. I mean, they were leaving behind a stable income, family expectations, the security of what was familiar. That takes a massive leap of faith. Jesus didn't even promise them a roadmap. He didn't tell them what they'd face. He just says, "Follow me." And that's a call for leaders today. Are you willing to step into the unknown for a vision that's bigger than yourself? Are you willing to go out and ask others to do the same? Casting your vision isn't just about painting a picture. It's about setting a course that's worth a sacrifice. Take time today to identify one person on your team who might be drifting. Maybe they're just going through the motions, and there's so many reasons for that. But what I want you to do is ask yourself, what could they become if they caught the vision? What would it look like if they embraced the bigger picture? Now, the corollary to that is, do you have that bigger picture? Have you embraced the bigger picture well enough that you're able to share it and inspire? If so, then have a conversation. Share a vision for their role, not just what they do, but what they could become. Doesn't have to be some grand speech. Quiet words mean more than anything else. It just needs to be intentional. It needs to be personal. And you do have to be clear. And think about yourself. Are you playing it safe, or are you stepping away from this because you want to stick to the familiar? But are you willing to drop your net and step into the new vision. Ask God to show you what nets you're holding on to that might be keeping you from following his call. Before tomorrow's devotion, have that one conversation with someone on your team. Share a vision for what they could become, how they could grow, or how their work makes a bigger impact. And then sit back and listen to their response. See what sparks their interest. And for you, I want you to write down one area where you feel God might be calling you to step out in faith. What is he saying to you? Where is he saying, follow me? What vision is he inviting you to follow? I want you to pray over that. Pray what God gives you and take one small step in that direction. If that's the direction you're meant to go, God will show you that next step. If today's devotional hit home, share it with someone who needs a fresh vision. And remember, leadership isn't about dragging or pushing people towards a goal or even yelling at them until they hit it. It's about inviting them into a purpose bigger than themselves, a purpose bigger than you, a purpose that makes up our whole. Thanks for tuning in to Lead in 10. Until next time, keep leading strong. Keep your vision clear, keep it out there, and keep inviting others to step in to something bigger, that God has for them. The sign of a great leader is not where we lead, the people that we carry with us.